Hi guys, so I'm going to do, this is a are they checking up on you reading. I don't like the term stalking. I think it's a bit taken out of context. I know a lot of you use the word stalking for social media. And to be fair, in my personal life, I use it, but actually the connotation of it is a really bad word. So for this reading, it's going to be, are they checking up on you? So I need you to pick a deck. I'm going to use similar decks. They're not the same, but they're both witchy decks. So I'm going to use these for this reading. So we're going to go with the Everyday Witch as deck number 1, and the Green Witch for deck number, let's do it that way, deck number 2. I don't like it when it's reversed. Everyday Witch, deck number 1, deck number 2. So have a think about the person you're thinking about, and we're going to say if they are checking up on you, if they are watching your social media. One of the cards, I just put that everyday, that Green Witch up on the side on my little table, and one of the cards jumped out. So could be a really quick answer. Can you tell me, are they checking up on people that have picked deck number 1? It could be a really quick answer, or it could be a slower answer, more long drawn one out. I've just done some mediumship, and sometimes the trance, and it means that I can lose my voice when I come back to normal planet Earth. So, can you tell me please, are they checking up? People that picked deck number 1, are they checking up on you? Are they checking up on you? 1, 2, are they checking up on you? 3. I love this set, they're so beautiful. 4, 5. Let me just get one more, 1, 6. Okay, so your overall answer is yes, but there's a lot of information that kind of comes with your yes. Okay, so first of all, I'm asking, are you checking up on you? 3 of Cups, celebration, could be a third party. If you're thinking of third party, if they're checking up on you, the answer would also be yes. There is celebrations going on, but they are checking up on you. They are noticing things. You have the Queen of Cups, which is someone that is very much in love with you. The cups are overflowing. They know what they want. They know that they love you. You might be Temperance, you've got, which for me is always a period of no contact. So you might be not communicating at the moment, but if that's the case, they are watching you. They are seeing what you are doing on social media. Be careful when you put up your posts and things like that. Let them go into hunter mode, especially if they're a male. Male love to hunt the women, so don't tax them. Let them come to you. So Temperance could be where you are at the moment. They're keeping a little bit of balance. It could be that even that they're obsessing over you, with the balance being top heavy. But they do love you. They are trying to work out what they want. The Magician, manifesting. They've got everything on the table. All you might find that they're getting into a situation where they put all cards on their table. But this is knowing everything that's kind of going on and seeing the higher perspective of it all. So the answer again is yes. They are, however, you can see this card here is normally about burdens, but you can see the little cat in the top clinging on to him. So it's possible that they might be quite a clingy energy. They might be watching everything that you're doing and clinging onto it. You've also, I missed that one actually, you've also got the Tower, okay? So the Tower, is a tower moment when something happens which makes your tower kind of burn down. So the tower has burnt down, so this would have genuinely be the situation that happened before. However, be careful what you put, because you don't really want any more tower moments for them if they're checking up on you. So whilst you need to keep them a little bit jealous and a little bit in check, I would just be a little bit wary of how far you push it, because you could push them away for forever. They are currently tossing a coin as to whether to come back to you. So it's very, very give and take at the moment. They can see a path ahead of them and they can see a way back to you. They're just getting ready to know whether to take it or not. The likelihood, Ace of Pentacles, they will take it, because what you are doing is they are spotting everything that you're doing, and it's stirring them. It's stirring the energy. Yeah, so then you've also got the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. King of Wands is planning his next adventure, planning where he wants to go next. Ace of Wands, everything's going to come into fruition. So again, they are watching you. They want this. They want this to be happening. Let me just get a couple more. They want this. Are they checking up on you? Another celebration card, Four of Wands. So yeah, the answer, the overall answer to those that picked deck number 1 is yes, they are watching your every move. Give or take, yeah, every move. They know what's going on. They know they can see a future with you, and they're just debating. If you're not in contact, they're debating coming back at the moment. So get them in hunter mode. Give them that little bit of jealousy, but also give them a bit of a bone every now and again. Give them something to say they know that you're thinking of them if you want to be with them. But yes, they are stalking you, checking up on you. I said the stalking one. Just don't think it's appropriate for YouTube, really. Okay, so let's do deck number 2. So this is Are They Checking Up On You with the Green Witch Tarot. I'll put the timings at the bottom of the video, she says. I will remember to do that. If I don't do it, can someone else do it, please? These decks, this Green Witch Tarot, your energies are mad. So they're kind of jumping around everywhere. So deck number 2. Are they checking up on you? Can you tell me, please? Is the person that is watching deck number 2, is their person they're thinking of checking up on them? Woo! Are they checking up on them? Your energies are crazy, guys. Just want one more. Yours isn't quite as simple as that number 1, I'm afraid. Falls to the floor, comes to your door. Okay, where are we going? Right. Okay. So you, what they are feeling at the moment, you've got the 5 of Cups and you've got the 9 of Swords. So it's possible that there has been a situation occur where they are feeling a little bit heartbroken, something's gone a little bit wrong, sadness, darkness, working through the shadows. 5 of Cups, crying over spilt milk, sadness again. Longing, yearning, filling the gaps, these 2 here. Also nightmares, they're having nightmares. I just heard that really, really clearly. They are having nightmares about the situation. They are currently, whatever happened, that's where they are. They're feeling in a position of strength at the moment, so it's possible that they're not watching your every move, because they are trying to fight it at the moment. They're trying to be strong and in the power because of everything that has happened. They're thinking of it as a little bit of an FU, you know. They're trying to be strong and in the power and know that if they check up on you, they're going to be in a weaker position, and they don't want that at the moment. They want to grow in strength. They need the courage of the lion to keep going and moving their steps forward. They are weighing up their decisions. 8 of Cups. They're currently weighing up their decisions. 8 of Cups, isn't it? Yeah, 8 of Cups. They're currently weighing up the decisions on what they want to do, and they're not entirely sure. They're quite confused by everything. They can see all their hard work, and they're thinking, well, we've put all this work into this, but is it worth it? Will it pay off? They're a bit confused. They're quite lost with it all at the moment. And all the kind of cups are behind, like everything. They're focusing on the future, not what's happened, because they've been so hurt by everything. They're trying to have that strength and that courage. You've got the Knight of Swords, however, so you will find that they will eventually start coming back to you. They will check up on you. They will come back to you. Nine of Swords is all about action and go for it, let's charge, you know. And so they will do that. And you've got the Page of Swords. They might be quite childish with how they act for a little while with you. When they do come back, they might throw things at you that are to do with the past because of how hurt they've been. I've just done another video saying, do they trust you? So it might be worth looking and watching that if you want to know more about the situation and how they're feeling. But if you're not in contact, they are going through this period of gestation at the moment. They are working through everything, realising how they feel, and you have got to let them do that on their own, because there has been a lot of hurt, there has been a lot of doors left and open. You neither of you have had closure if you've broken up. But I feel they will be checking up on you. So you just got to play your cards right. I wouldn't post anything too belittling, or too, like you're having too much of a good time at the moment, because that card just jumped out. This is the Devil card. It's called Nature in the Green Witch. And they might feel that it's a bit of a trap and it might push them the other way. So do be careful what you're posting for when they do eventually check up on you. They're trying to just keep themselves distant at the moment, trying to forget everything, have a little bit of an objective running away, seeking comfort in other things rather than sitting there and checking over your Facebook. However, the memories are there and they will be thinking of you, whether they're doing something about it or not. That's I'm going to pull some more, but at the moment they're not, but they are thinking of you and all the memories. They're not just thinking of the bad stuff either, they're thinking of the good stuff too. Are they checking up on you? Can I have just a few more, please? Okay, so Four of Cups, sadness, discontentedness. They're not happy with the situation. They know that the situation has got to change. And Justice. Okay, so this is a karma card. It's possible it's a karmic relationship, but also that this is your karma or their karma for whatever's happened. Karmic relationship. It says on this standing stone, you probably won't be able to see, it's called a standing stone in this, it says harm none. So be careful what you post. Please be careful what you post. They do love you. 10 of Cups. They will come back to you. They are just not checking out what you are doing at this point in time, because that is what they're doing. That's what they're up to. They're just not quite ready to deal with it. But they will, and they'll come back. Hope that helps, guys. If you want to hit subscribe, it would be great to get some supporters, because I've just started out on YouTube. And if you want to book a reading, email mysticlovetarot@gmail.com. Laters.